America's getting conquered, and it's not by tanks or tacos. It's by a 190-foot Hindu god sticking his spear right up Lady Liberty's ass in rural North Carolina. Yeah, you heard that right. This Moncure Murugan monster is proof our country is being symbolically violated by a 1% minority of curry-scented conquerors. Sugarland's Hanuman, you might remember from the last time we talked, is the 90-foot demon monkey, Hindu warrior god, just chilling in the middle of what should be known as Cuckland, Texas. That monstrosity turned out to be the appetizer. This Murugan statue is the main course. This is a shocking hot take, I know, but hear me out. When the allegedly most rebellious state in the Union allows a 100-foot demonic statue, then other foreign false deities will inevitably metastasize throughout our country. In the planning stages is a colossal 155-foot statue of Lord Murugan. That's this spear-toting, peacock-riding pagan deity from people who represent their third eye vision with a dot between their eyebrows. Maybe we should adopt the dot culture because clearly it's working. That third eye has got them in the position where they are perching their idolatry and First Commandment violation on a 35-foot base, towering at nearly 200 feet. And on top of that, I would be considered some kind of bigot or racist for asking what the hell is going on. The body of this thing is taller than the Statue of Liberty's actual body. 140 years ago, they saved us, and now we're saying, suck it, France. I don't support the idolatry of Christ of the Ozarks at 67 feet, but it's noteworthy that this blasphemy Murugan is almost 3 times the height and rivals those giant crosses like the 198-foot one in Illinois. These Indian invaders aren't satisfied with blending in. Assimilation is so 1950s, it's out of style like puffy skirts and bullet bras. Get with the times. We're in the squishmallow era of societal decay. When grown adults cuddle keychain stuffies, it's not surprising they also think it's intolerant to expect and demand assimilation. God forbid we have the crazy, evil idea that the brilliance of America is that immigrants coming to America should actually become American. You know, learn English, adopt civic norms, pledge loyalty to the country. I don't know, maybe don't erect demonic statues above 6 feet tall. They've positioned this golden Goliath on a hilltop in Chatham County, North Carolina, to, quote, rise above the pines, dominating the skyline for miles around. It's built to last, again quoting, stronger than time with durable metal alloys, staking a permanent claim like some ancient conqueror planting a flag in enemy dirt. Before we continue, Miss Me, with your First Amendment take, you types don't understand what the First Amendment means. No one is saying they can't get on their knees for their half peacock, half monkey, or whatever gods in private. Do people really think if I create a religion called commodism that worships the toilet, that I could erect a 200-foot toilet statue and that would be okay? You do realize that my HOA won't even let me paint my house pink. You can't build a residential home on land zoned for businesses, and that's totally constitutional, right? Poop Jeets don't have a right to erect 100-foot monkeys in our neighborhoods. Think about it. This towering idol crap is straight out of a heated college football rivalry where the away team rolls into the hostile stadium, crushes the home squad, and then has the balls to plant their flag right at midfield. The vitriol from those home fans. They're screaming obscenities because it's the ultimate slap in the face. Invaders claiming sacred turf, rubbing salt in the wound of defeat, while the crowd boils over in humiliated rage, feeling their home identity violated right there on their own grass. These Tamil tech bros aren't content with stealing H-1B jobs. Now they're stealing skylines with their multi-armed myths. A spear god towering over Jesus? That's domination hidden behind the false notion that diversity is objectively good. These are pagan pushers. It's like if the Taliban rebuilt the Buddhas, but in our backyard and we're paying the zoning fees. How the hell did this happen? Local yokels in Chatham County, North Carolina rolled out the red carpet for these visa holders while Americans get red taped. They bought 130 acres zoned rural residential in early 2019, and thanks to Section 8.8 of the county ordinance, Monuments are exempt from the 60-foot height cap. County commissioners gave excellent encouragement and support. In June 2018, approved the Phase 1 site plan by December, and even the Appearance Commission just asked for minor landscaping buffers after they clear-cut trees. The monument itself wasn't a problem as long as they maintained crisp hedges on the bushes. Every approval zipped through on a fast timeline, 2018 to 2019, smoothing the path like butter on naan. At the federal level, the FAA gave a determination of no hazard in August 2018 for the 190-foot height near a small airport. They kept it just under 200 feet to dodge those pesky obstruction lights. So Trump's FAA said there was no hazard. You bureaucratic buffoons! The hazard is to American culture and dignity. Government's greasing the wheels for this invasion with loopholes bigger than the statue itself. And now, as of November 2025, construction's still chugging along with no halt, per local reports and the temple's own newsletters. Notably absent any serious pushback. Approval sailed through with little fanfare, unlike a Christian church in the same county that got zoned out and had to sue in 2021. Everyone was basically asleep at the wheel for 7 years until 2025, when an independent journalist named Stephen Horn alerted us all and his post went viral. Follow him on Substack at Triangle Trumpet. The real announcement is that the Bible Belt has gone soft. Where are the pastors preaching fire and brimstone against this false god? Where's the Catholic bureaucracy and political pressure? Other than paying off families after pastors violate young ones, what is the purpose of the American Catholic infrastructure if they have no comment here? Remember those NFT memes with him in the Superman uniform? Donald Trump, the leader of making America great again, will save us, right? Wrong. The embrace actually comes from the top. Presidents pander to Hindu symbols like it's their job. Obama and later presidents have publicly celebrated Diwali at the White House. Trump lit a diya in 2017, and again in 2025. Participated in a Diwali event at the White House. Tulsi Gabbard, the first Hindu member of Congress, took her oath on the Bhagavad Gita. This kind of elite validation helps signal that projects tied to Hindu deities are compatible with American values. They are not. What exactly is the purpose of statues like this other than making a clear statement against assimilation? Hindus are less than 1% of the American population. In rural Chatham County, North Carolina, there are hundreds of them at most. That's mostly Christian turf. Yet this sliver is punching way above their weight class thanks to global Tamil funding of nearly 1 billion Hindus worldwide. 1% Indians in America leveraging billions back home to reign supreme over white Christian America. Yikes, talk about reverse colonialism. They have a tiny minority but huge balls, and they are actually reproducing offspring. We're the real chumps. At some point, the world math question comes down to birth rates. If we don't realize that, then surrender will be the only option. Elites normalize this nonsense, then we ignore it, sometimes even defend it. That's the perfect storm for takeover. Moncure Murugan's monumental moment is a middle finger to American identity. Sugar Land was the first warning. This is war cry 2. It won't be long before this goes on like bad Jurassic Park. Sequels 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, we have to respect it because their passion for race, realism, scale, and monumentalism is bigger than our American ego. This is Index Red. No more games, no more masks, just the signal.